Have accumulated all these sample sets over time, tucked away everywhere, and this month I've decided to get down to sampling all these sets to finally talk about them in the channel. It is gifting season after all. These sets would make for good perfume gifts for the coming holidays. Plus, this might help you put together your own perfume wish list. Hi everyone! Welcome back to my channel. Thank you for dropping by and thank you for your interest in the channel. If it's your first time here, welcome. My name is Jane and this channel is all about fragrances. If you have been following this series, this is the 5th video in this sampling series, and today we are looking into 2, 4, 6, 7 samples from the cousin of IKEA, BYREDO. How many of you guys are fans of BYREDO? BYREDO was founded by former basketball player Ben Gorham in Stockholm, Sweden. His first editions were instant hits. To date, 73 fragrances have been released by this luxury brand, which opened shop in 2006. To me, part of the allure of this brand is their minimalistic black and white packaging and the giant black B logo. I have previously reviewed BYREDO's Sundays, Mixed Emotions, and Open Sky. I will leave the links up here and down below in the description should you be interested to watch them. We unfortunately do not have a local retailer of BYREDO yet in the Philippines. There's nowhere to sniff and sample this brand around here other than blind buying samples or decants like I did. I've collected this from online stores like Shopee and Lazada over time. I will try my very best to look for the links and list them down in the description for you guys who live in the Philippines who might be interested. Most of these are or were best sellers and perfumes you might have heard of. And so if you're interested to hear my thoughts on these samples, please continue to watch. And I have, by the way, 2 bonus perfumes that were already discontinued but worth mentioning nonetheless. Belle de Tanger. This one is super popular and super hyped up at some point that I went ahead and bought me 2 samples. I finished 1 vial and tried a second one because after the first time, the second, the third, I was not getting the hype around this perfume. Maybe because I was expecting to be blown away but I wasn't, and this is because at the 30-minute mark, this all to me was a distant memory of a body lotion I've applied earlier in the day. It is the creamiest and softest skin scent, very different from how it smelled like in the opening. My daughter even asked me if I was wearing body lotion that day because she knows I never wear lotion and I smell like I did. I really like the opening, which is a very pleasant, fresh, clean, slightly sweet offering with some hints of smoky earthiness, but the notes are very soft and fluffy and blended. Not one note stands out. It would have been nice if this perfume stayed longer this way, but on my skin, this went straight to body lotion direction. Let me know how this perfume did on your skin if you've ever sampled this before. This leans feminine to my nose. Belle de Tanger is pleasant, likable, wearable, but a hard pass. For me, this is way too overpriced to simply smell of body lotion on my skin. Blanche. When I first smelled Blanche, I pictured this to be the perfect work perfume, especially if you work in a hotel lobby, in hospitality, perhaps if you're a flight attendant where you approach or get approached by people a lot and you need to smell fresh no matter the work hours. This is inoffensive, soft yet present, airy and relaxed, and gives the wearer an approachable vibe. This is casually elegant, not too imposing. Smells crisp and clean, likely owing to the aldehydes in here, which I can really smell. A little powdery and very much a floral offering, and predominantly a soft rose peony combination, very feminine. This may smell boring to some, but this is a great everyday, easy reach, reliable perfume. This is a safe blind buy if you're into these kinds of scents. I really like this, but once again, like Belle de Tanger, this is a little too overpriced. I think we can get a similar scent in the designer realm. Gypsy Water is probably BYREDO's best-selling perfume. When you say BYREDO, Gypsy Water first comes to mind. This has all the accompanying body products like body wash, soap, and hair mist. I first talked about Gypsy Water when I featured Dimples Romano's perfume favorites. This is a soft, spicy vanilla perfume. This composition truthfully smells niche. Imagine the deep dry down of Annie or Annie X from Nishan. It's this one. This is easily wearable in local climate, daytime and nighttime, except during the hottest months. This has far better longevity than the first two mentioned before, and for a BYREDO, that's a big plus considering the price. This lean feminine to my nose and may be worn for any occasion, from events to date nights and for errands. If I do not own any other vanilla that smells similar, I think I would consider getting Gypsy Water. Nevertheless, may I suggest to sample first, do not blind buy. BYREDO's La Tulipe and Modest Mimosa from Wilhelm Perfumery, which I've very recently reviewed, smells more than 90% similar to my nose. The common denominator is the perfumer. Jerome Epinette created both La Tulipe and Modest Mimosa, and while the notes look different, one will definitely remind you of the other. La Tulipe is the more floral offering, more feminine leaning as well. Both have the same vegetal green character that rises down fluffy, soft, and gentle. Modest Mimosa has a more pronounced musky undertone. La Tulipe has a tart, almost acidic undertone to it instead. But oh my goodness, these two are related. Well, these were developed by the same nose, so it's no surprise. For reference, La Tulipe was released in 2010, Modest Mimosa in 2016. Just like Modest Mimosa, which I've sampled very recently, I'm not a big fan of this one. Please sample first, do not blind buy. Mojave Ghost is Blanche minus the aldehydes with a stronger peony rose floral presence. I have no other way to describe this perfume. Zara apple juice smells similar but is super cheap, so get the Zara instead. Sunday Cologne smells just as the name conveys. This is a crisp, clean, traditional citrus aromatic unisex cologne to me. What makes this Sunday, quote-unquote, Sunday being a special day of rest, church day for some, family day for others, rest day for most of us, is the addition of some aromatic spices that add more depth and breadth to this perfume. Masculine leaning almost, but very unisex to me overall, as everything is blended well together. This will do great for high heat, but a little too generic and overpriced for what this is. If you love and collect BYREDO, this will be a good one to own, especially if you live in tropical and Mediterranean climates. Great as an after shower perfume and as a perfume to freshen up on a really hot day. This will also do great for outdoors, very fresh and chill and relaxed smelling. If you're going for that vibe, this is something to consider. Velvet Haze is one patchouli perfume that I like very much. I couldn't find a boxed sample vial, so I got me this 5 ml decant, which I am almost out of. Patchouli is quite challenging as a note to me. We do not get along most of the time, but this one is one fantastic patchouli plus musk plus coconut that I enjoyed so much. It is soft yet herbally, yet velvety, yet coconutty in a coconut water sort of way, hinting at some florals, a little of spice here and there. Overall, you do not really understand what this is because you are in a haze. But you will enjoy this haze very much. This is unique and very niche. In as much as I've enjoyed this so much, please sample first. There's an herbaceous smell to this that's taste specific and might not be for everyone, but do check this one out next time you are at a BYREDO shop. You just might like it. My only real issue is once again longevity. I wish this lasted longer. My two bonus perfumes are Belle de Tanger and Elevator Music. By the time I got to sample this perfume, BYREDO has already discontinued this fragrance, and I am super sad they did, because among all this, I would have bought me a full bottle of Belle de Tanger anytime. I like that the bitter orange accord in the opening is perfect. It's not an overpowering citrus, not too acidic, not too bitter, just a delightful scent. I like that this isn't too woody or powdery, just right for my taste. Once again, this is on the softer, lighter, tamer side of fragrances, but I really like this, and I'm not a big fan of citruses at that. On my skin, this smells amazing. Elevator Music. This came in an interesting bottle which matches the scent. This is a floral musk that's well blended. You couldn't really tease out the notes. This is in the same family as Blanche and Mojave Ghost, but way softer. This one, I like the bottle more than the scent, which is pretty much generic. Something you'd smell in an elevator? Yes. Overpriced for what it is. on the fence about BYREDO as a fragrance house in general. I think their perfumes are well made with excellent high quality ingredients. Some smell nichey, some smell mainstream. I like 2 out of the 9 perfumes I have here, but the perfumes are mostly short-lived, probably because they're soft and airy and on the fresher side of things. Another con is that these are really pricey bottles. Some are probably safe to blind buy scent-wise but not price-wise, so please sample first. One great thing about BYREDO perfumes is these are great ones to try if you're venturing on niche fragrances for the first time. Most of BYREDO perfumes are a great intro to the niche side of perfumery. I personally would love to sample all of their fragrances if given the chance, but so far, this is my verdict based off of 9 fragrances I have here. At the time that this video goes up, there is an ongoing sale at Nordstrom for 15% off fragrances including BYREDO. That's great savings for such pricey bottles. I guess that's all from me, so you guys let me know how you feel about BYREDO in the comments down below. Thank you all for making it this far. I hope you found this video relevant and useful to decide on your next BYREDO. There is another sample set coming your way soon, so please stay tuned. But before you leave this video, please make sure to give me a big thumbs up, share this video to anyone who might be interested in BYREDO, and please subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet and click the bell to be notified of future videos and giveaways. Links to the previous sample set reviews are listed down below in the description should you want to catch them. Take care you all, smell your absolute best, and see you in the next one. Bye!